welcome back to Upstate Speedtests. We are in Owego, New York today, the eastern half of Owego, New York. We are in front of the former Treadway Inn, which is undergoing demolition and renovation. They got rid of their conference center, but the hotel is staying. And down the road, on top of a hill over there, is a large old macro that I can't really tell from here, but I know Verizon's up there. I don't know about AT&T, and I know T-Mobile's up there. It's quite a distance from us, probably 1.5 to 2 miles. And what we're going to do today is speed test all the providers like we usually do. Shout out to our channel members. If you want to join them, links are down below. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, everybody. So we got Verizon fired up first. I did run the speed test on my iPad Pro earlier, and I got pretty close to 300 down. So let's see what the iPhone can pull. Did see a brief spike there for a minute. And this area has not had 5G ultra wideband for all that long. I dare say a couple months at most. And so it looks like we're going to top out at 285 in the down, 49 millisecond ping, pretty disgusting loaded ping time on the download, 51.6 on the up, which is very reasonable but not amazing, and 189 for the loaded ping on the upload, jitter at 2. Let me switch over to the Stenson app here real quick, as I like to call it. It's actually the CoverageMap.com speed test. We're going to put that we're outdoors, and we'll let it default. It always defaults to Washington, D.C. in my area. D.C. is like 4 or 5 hours from here. So it's not too far away. 50 millisecond ping, 197 on the down. And it looks like the upload's going to be similar. No loaded ping information on the CoverageMap.com test. So in this case, this is one of the rare exceptions that the CoverageMap test is significantly slower than the Ookla test. So there you go. There's Verizon. I think I'm going to switch over to T-Mobile next, and I'll be right back with that. All right. Loud truck driving behind me. We've got T-Mobile fired up and ready to go. 22 millisecond ping, although this test is running in network for T-Mobile, so that's to be expected. And wow, 1.2 gigs on the download. The loaded ping times are kind of meh. Actually, they're pretty okay. Jitter at 3. Upload speed is comparable to Verizon, although slightly slower. And the loaded ping on the upload's pretty good. So there you go. There's T-Mobile in network. Let's, just because I forget what the Verizon one did, we'll run one out of network in Verizon. We'll go with Wayne Highland School District here. 39 millisecond ping. So even going out of network on T-Mobile, the ping time is still very amazing. And again, almost 1.2 on the down, so a little bit lower going out of network. When I say going out of network, I mean it's not connecting to a T-Mobile server, for those that don't know. Loaded ping times are looking okay, jitter at 1 millisecond, and the upload at 53. So the upload's slightly slower than Verizon, but every other metric is very, very impressive. So clearly in this area, Verizon needs to get their backhaul game together, as you guys have seen in previous posts. And, you know, it's, I try to be patient, but it's frustrating when you got 200 megahertz of capacity for Verizon just sitting there, not being used to its full potential. T-Mobile's running 190 megahertz of spectrum here, and this is what you can pull with decent backhaul. So again, you know, it's coming. It'll get there. It's just frustrating to wait. But yeah, T-Mobile with 190 pulling 1.2 gigs consistently. Let me switch over to the Stenson app. CoverageMap.com test. And we'll clear out the last result here. And we'll give it another go. So here's the Stenson app going to Washington, D.C. 41 millisecond ping, and it looks like we're going to come close to breaking a gig. We did. We just barely cleared it. So again, CoverageMap.com test just a little bit slower than the Ookla app. and close to 60 on the up. So there's T-Mobile. Let me switch over to AT&T. We'll be right back. Today's video is brought to you by Circled In. CircledIn.com makes it super easy to get the benefits and savings that come along with a postpaid or prepaid wireless account without having to set one up yourself. Let's take just a second to see how easy it is to use CircledIn.com and save a ton of money on your wireless. Starting out on the CircledIn.com homepage, I would start by clicking All Circles. Once the page loads, you can sort by postpaid or prepaid providers like Verizon, T-Mobile, Google Fi, Simple Mobile, and Metro. If you see a plan that piques your interest or you feel fits you best, you can click Join Circle, read through more details about the plan, and if you decide to go for it, you can click Reserve. Circled In also now supports streaming services like Netflix, Disney, Hulu, HBO Max, and more. CircledIn.com, check them out today. Thank you again for supporting the channel. All right, AT&T firing up right now. AT&T with no 5G Plus to speak of here. However, very impressive. Their low band is coming close to what Verizon's mid band is doing in this location. So again, that tells me two things right off the bat: that AT&T probably doesn't have many users in this area, doesn't have a big user base, or there's just not a lot of users on the tower at the moment. And it also tells me that Verizon desperately needs to work on their backhaul. You guys down in the comments section are probably going to beat me up a little bit for saying it twice, but you know, Verizon needs it. 231, 33 on the up, 86 for the ping, which is pretty high. That's definitely an area AT&T still needs improvement in sometimes, as their ping times are a little, leave a little bit to be desired occasionally. Although I will say in the last week or so, there's been a dramatic improvement in the Binghamton area proper, but looks like not here in Owego. Owego is a little bit to the west of Binghamton, so there you go. Let me switch over to the Stunson app real quick, and we'll give them a go. And we're gonna put that we're outdoors. I might have hit indoors area. This seems to not make any difference at all, by the way. So here we go with the Stunson app. 79 millisecond ping, again pretty high. And we are going to get a little bit over 200, it looks like. Yeah, 206. So again, AT&T low band coming close to Verizon's newly launched mid band in this area of Owego, New York. 42 on the up. So there you go, guys. There's all three providers here in the eastern side of Owego, New York, just off of Route 17, Interstate 86, right on the other side of those trees over there. Do me a huge favor, thumbs up, hit subscribe, and hey, we'll see you guys in the next video.